Hey everybody, I believe Vincent Van Gogh may have said it best. I've walked this earth for 30 years, and out of gratitude I want to leave some souvenir. A legacy is what a person leaves behind, a gift by which they will be remembered by. Their legacy is a result or consequences of a life that was lived, and they made an indelible mark on our culture and society. One such person was Linda Pauling, whose son was the inspiration of a truly revolutionary charity that continues to inspire a generation of worthy intentions and causes. Most people may never have heard of Linda Pauling or Frank Skankwitz or Scott Stahl. They are, to be sure, modest people, yet each has created an extraordinary consequence of their living. They founded the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Make-A-Wish started in April of 1980 when a 7-year-old boy named Chris had a dying wish. He wanted to be a motorcycle cop. A friend of his called the Arizona Department of Public Safety, their version of the Highway Patrol, to ask if they would grant this dying boy's wish. Shortly thereafter, the police officers contacted Chris and took him for a ride in their helicopter. He even got to ride on a motorcycle with the sirens blaring away, and was later outfitted with his own police uniform. He remains to this date the only honorary member of the Arizona Department of Public Safety. 1 month after his helicopter flight, he died of leukemia. It was not just his family members who were saddened by his all-too-short life. His fellow officers at the Arizona Police Department were as well. At his funeral, they made sure he had a police escort and received all the honors accorded to a police officer who had passed away. It was a magical way to say goodbye to someone who had become a friend to so many. Shortly after Chris was buried, fellow police officers Frank Skankwitz and Scott Stahl approached Chris's mom, Linda Pauling, to discuss an idea they had. They wanted to start a charity or foundation to help children in the throes of terminal illnesses like Chris and do whatever might be possible to grant their final wish. To these individuals, fulfilling Chris's dying wish did more than provide Chris with respite, fun, and excitement that had long eluded him. Those who flew Chris on that helicopter or drove him to the motorcycle arena or put him in a police vehicle with the sirens blaring learned that life was about helping those who are less fortunate, whose light is extinguished far too early. Thus began the Make-A-Wish Foundation. To date, somewhere in the world, a wish is granted every 40 minutes. Nearly 200,000 wishes have been granted since its foundation began more than 30 years ago. The foundation grants wishes in any of 4 categories. To be what you want to be, for instance, a police officer or baker. To meet, a celebrity or a politician. Third is to have, like a computer or a television. And last is to go to Hawaii, Europe. And yes, many want to go to Disneyland. Nearly 50% of all wishes are to go to Disneyland, and Disney has donated millions of dollars to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and regularly provides critically ill children and their families with an adventure unlike any other. What an unbelievable contribution stemmed from the life of a 7-year-old boy. After his death, those closest to him cobbled together a grand total of $37 to create his legacy. Today, more than $100 million flows through the Make-A-Wish Foundation, with over 25,000 volunteers either raising money for the foundation or working to ensure some child's dream can come true, if only for a day. In a world of violence and wars, bitterness and hatred, there's something to be said about a few people who just want to do some good with whatever time and money they have. Linda Pauling and Frank Skankwitz and Scott Stahl are such people. They prove that one can triumph over tragedy and make a difference, and that one life really can change the world. And you can too, with only the right dream and the right determination. Always wish you my best. Take care.